Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be playing some Vampire Survivors. We're going to be playing Imelda. I don't know a ton about all the settings. I do think I have max upgrades on everything. Let me check. Um, yeah, as far as I know, max upgrades. They've changed so much about this game since the last time I played. So we're going to go ahead and just go in. We'll do the default stage one. I don't think I have it beat for Imelda. No, I don't have Imelda with Mad Forest. So, Hyper Hurry Arcanas. Oh dear. Okay. What? Let's do. I think one of these makes it harder, and then one of them just reduces the total game time. I think. I don't know what limit break is. Arcanas. I think that's like the roguelike. It's all like roguelike kind of in a way. Oh, times 2 speed. I see it here. Okay. What do we want? Do we want to do times 2 speed? Let's just do. Well, it's 25% XP bonus. Let's just do normal, shall we? Just one little normal, just to get a hang of it. Maybe, in a future episode we'll do something different. List amounts good. I think this is like always the one I chose. I'm not even going to read the others. I think it's a really good starting one. This is one of my favorite characters just because I do like XP scaling in any game I play. So like in League, I do like getting Rod of Ages. If you don't know what Rod of Ages does, it's an item. Ooh, we could go the dual birds. Let's go dual birds. I'm so here for it. In League, there's an item called Rod of Ages that like is just a scaling item. I love scaling characters. Scale, and technically all the characters in this game scale, of course. Also, I'm seeing so much stuff on the screen right now. How did they they changed this game up, dog? Okay, garlic, knife. I don't really like either of these. I'm gonna banish the knife. I think that's what we'll do. Because I don't think I plan to be using the knife. We're going to just be going kind of heavy projectile based. So the way this game works, by the way, I'm not actually aiming my character doing anything other than walking. It's just a game where you like upgrade your stuff. I really don't know how to describe it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. People really enjoy these style of games. What is this genre called? League of Legends had one for a bit called a bullet heaven. That's what they called it, I think. They didn't want to use the term bullet hell, which would be like the way you describe Isaac other than roguelike. Do we care about Stone Mask or Candelabra Door? I'm not so sure we do. I think we just take the upgrade for the magic wand here. So, oh wait, who is this guy? Yo, what are you doing, dog? Oh, we can buy things with our money. Oh, I think I do have some eggs, actually. I do remember this being a thing. Bouncing projectile. I think these are all character starting weapons, so I don't know how to upgrade this. I'm just going to get the golden egg for permanent upgrade. Nice. Okay. Sweet. So it looks like on the sides we have the flower or the leaf we could go grab on the right side. 2 of them on the right side, which will give us damage upgrades. The thing is, if you already are maxed up, I guess there's leaves on both sides because you have the clovers, right? Anyways, at the top you can see my weapons and then my upgrade things. So if I grab a tracked orb here, you'll see it'll go like below my weapons on the side. And again, I love taking a tracked orb in the crown because I just love scaling, dude. I love scaling. So if I get those full, then you technically can't grab any more weapons. You can keep upgrading what you currently have, but you can't grab any more. However, if there's things on the ground, so if I avoid grabbing spinach, which is the green leaf on the right side, for the entire time until my little like passive abilities are full, and I go grab it, then I actually get it. So instead of just having 6, I can get 7. That's basically how it works. We're just gonna keep. See, there's an argument to be made for Skullomaniac because we already actually are max curse, but we can still increase that. We're max default curse. You can raise that limit, which is kind of what this does. But I really just want to scale. I'm a little scared to take. Technically, this lets me scale too, but I'm really worried about being overran. Because let's do it. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's an easy game. Like this is default slow. Like how could we possibly fail? Honestly, it's too easy. The red arrows on the side of the screens as well are just different styles of items. Oh my gosh, my mouse is on the screen. Hold up. Can I just move it there? Yes. Okay, beautiful. So sorry about that. I do play this game with a controller. I just find the D-pad to be rather easier to use. Oh my god. We shouldn't have taken the curse. We need to start getting like some damage because luckily we do have like a lot of armor and stuff just by default because I have played this game before, so my character is upgraded, but I've not played it much in the past year. Fun fact, in the mornings I would wait for my medicine to kick in because I take ADHD medicine and stuff like that. Hold. Let's take reduced weapon cooldown. That's actually a pretty big damage increase. You can see the evolution lets you so everything in this game has upgrades. Once your weapon reaches a max upgrade, if you have the corresponding like passive skill for it, you then get to ascend your weapon. You get to upgrade it basically. But reducing weapon cooldown is always insanely good. I mean, in any game you play, being able to use your abilities more is just like insanely OP, right? It's a ton of fun. Also, one of the really fun things about Vampire Survivors is in the end game, you do just have a lot of really cool, crazy effects. And it's just a lot of fun. Now, one thing to think about is we do want to try to consistently match up our skills to our weapons. Because most weapons evolve with a skill and with a passive skill and a weapon. However, the birds actually evolve using each other, so we do need to be keeping our eye out for it. I love Rune Tracer so much as an item. Rune Tracer is just, I don't even know if it's that good. I love having an item that like bounces across my screen though. Anything that ever chains or bounces in a game is like mwah to me. I love it. These blue enemies are what give us chests. Chests can be rather bountiful. They can also give us just a large amount of XP. Oh my god, this video is gonna last forever, isn't it? Oh, I just realized. That's fine though. I'm big chillin'. I'm in a pretty good mood this morning. You can see now with the ebony wings, the evolution, the bird. You want to ideally be able to get the things that correspond to your evolutions as quickly as possible, just so you're able to start actually working on those. So the dual birds, I won't spoil what the evolution is per se, but I'm a really big fan of their evolution. It is a ton of fun. But what I was saying is you can kind of link up. You want to make sure that you have the corresponding skill for your weapons, so it's something to consider constantly. Is like, if I take this skill, am I locking myself into this weapon? Because you want to be able to evolve your weapons, right? But something to think about is we now are going to have a basically free skill slot because the two birds will merge into one bird. So we will have a weapon that doesn't need a skill to evolve, meaning we basically get one free skill slot. So like if I don't like Fire Wand, which I do like Fire Wand, but let's say I didn't like Fire Wand, then I could have Spinach, which is the evolution for Fire Wand, but I wouldn't need to grab Fire Wand to really feel like I'm making good value out of that. With that said, we're actually going to start kind of just rushing towards being able to upgrade and evolve our stuff. You get to evolve, I believe, at upgrade 8. If I press pause, you can see the maximum amount of upgrades for each thing in the top left corner. But you might think, well, if you're trying to rush to 8, why didn't you upgrade your wand? And I truly just believe that the... I think we're going to upgrade the wand. You might be thinking, why didn't I upgrade the wand last time? And I'm going to grab this chest here in a second once I finish talking. It's just because I like the Rune Tracer upgrade a ton. I'm trying to remember. I think the upgrade for the Rune Tracer, though, is the crown, which we haven't got to see the crown yet. I'm going to grab a tracked orb just so we can try to help scale ourselves up a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this chest. Now, technically, chests are what you can't upgrade. You can't evolve, rather, without a chest. However, we will get more chests, and I just don't see the point to hold on to it that long. Luck in this game affects what you get out of your chest, basically. So this chest could have 1, 3, or 5 things. So this is only a 1 chest, which is rather unlucky. The first time I'll let you guys see this little like lottery dopamine animation, but we will end up skipping those just to save time. I should have done hurry, but it's not a big deal. In the future, we will. We'll probably do like 2 hurry runs just because I like having more stimulation. Give me the stimulation, pretty please. We're going to be going pretty offensive with this character, not super defensive. I tried to explain this earlier. I'm not sure if I did particularly well, but the reason why Curse makes you stronger, even though it increases enemy quantity and damage and everything, is because there are more enemies, meaning you get more XP, yada, yada, yada. My goal right now is I just need to get my weapons upgraded as quickly as possible. Cursed item, but increases all that stuff. I don't feel like that stuff actually benefits me too much. You might be thinking, why not take the Laurel if you need some defensive layers? It's purely because any defensive layers won't give us as much survivability as just being able to kill the enemies right now. For our current character and setup. Cat? Cat? Interesting. I forgot that was even an item. I guess we'll grab the food item. I wasn't necessarily going to, but the pickup range did end up grabbing it. We're just going to keep kind of making our way like this. I'm not necessarily going to rush towards any of those items, especially right this moment, because I want to be able to scale later in the game once we do have everything full up. Man, the birds are really good upgraded, but they require such heavy investment that I would feel better just getting Rune Tracer or Magic Wand upgraded and evolved. Although, admittedly, we can't evolve Rune Tracer right now because we don't have the crown, which I think is it. Can I check? I swore there was Open Grimoire. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's the armor. So the armor is what lets us upgrade Rune Tracer. And you can see like all the upgrades here and what they become. Okay. Wait, Laurel upgrades with 2 items? I have no idea. I do not know, bro. I wonder if it's the birds. I mean, what other 2 items could it be, right? Like, I know the birds are already being shown as one, but it's... I do not know, actually. I'd have to look that up. Oh, we're at this part. I'm not too scared of this part. Whenever this game first came out, dude, this part horrified me. Oh, man, a part of me really wants the lightning ring. I can't remember. I wish I could remember off the top what the lightning ring upgrades with. I think it's the I think there's an extra projectiles item. But I'm sticking to my guns of I want to be able to get the wand and rune tracer upgraded basically as quickly as possible, because I think so basically like there's a big up difference between like level 1 and level 2 weapon, level 2 and level 3 weapon, level 4 and level 5 weapon, so on and so forth. But there's a massive difference between an unevolved weapon and an evolved weapon, basically, is the idea behind it. Go ahead and skip through this. Just another upgrade for our purple bird, I suppose. Can't remember the exact name of it. But at the beginning, whenever this game came out, this part was like super rippy because people weren't very good at the game. They didn't know what to do, so your character was a lot weaker on average. Plus, not to mention, I do have max upgrades. Even though we're making the game harder, our character is pretty dang good. We can do challenge runs and stuff in the future. I'm so down. Is it better to upgrade one bird or both birds? Considering you need both birds fully upgraded, I guess it doesn't matter, and I would rather have it be more consistent, and I think you get consistency out of upgrading across the board. Like in, you know, I mean, any RPG, I'm thinking Pokemon. I'm not one of the people who just likes to upgrade their starter. I like to keep my full team rounded. That way I have, like, you know, consistent, I have options, right? And let's say the way that these work is our purple bird and our, like, white bird, Peachone and we're going to call it Pidgey and Pidove, okay? Pidove will be, the white one and Pidgey will be the purple one. That's what we'll say. So, Pidove, if we make it super strong, then wherever it's not aiming is going to be worse. I would rather have them just be able to... You get what I'm saying. I'm just yapping, bro. Alright, look. Caught, okay? So now we do have the upgraded magic wand, or yeah, the fully upgraded magic wand. We do not have it evolved yet. I think you at least 5 or 7 minutes have to pass before you can evolve. It could be 8. Basically, if we grab our next chest and it doesn't give us an evolution, because it's guaranteed to give you the evolution. If it doesn't give us the evolution, that just means enough time hasn't passed in the game yet. However, I think it's only like 5 to 7 minutes, so it shouldn't be any big worry. You can see our character is getting pretty dang strong. I mean, we're going to keep scaling out the wazoo here. I really do wish that we had the crown, because we do have that big kind of XP range. Also, you see all this XP I'm leaving on the ground? I bet you guys are like, why are you not trying to pick up the XP? Don't you want to make your character stronger? Yes, but because we're scaling pickup range, the game isn't very mean to you. At least the way it used to work is if you went off screen and there was a ton of XP, eventually there would be an enemy that would spawn with all the XP basically coagulated inside of it. And whenever you kill that enemy, then you just get all of the XP. So it doesn't matter if you leave the XP on the ground, it will eventually get back to you. Okay, so we have the upgrade for the Attract Orb, which I admittedly caught, and it's fine, but I thought the Attract Orb was actually the upgrade for the wand, but no, it's the book that's the upgrade for the wand. So we'll grab the Santa Water, which I think is supposed to be like holy water, right? But we'll grab the Santa Water and keep on going. I think Santa Water is actually a really good upgrade. Right now, we're only to kill things with projectiles originating from us, so it can't really kill things past the front line, right? We're playing very front to back, but the Santa Water allows us to have a damage over time effect that doesn't have to worry about that, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to worry about that kind of front to back kind of thing. So the Candelabra Door is the upgrade for the axe. We don't have an axe, so we're not going to be going that. We're just going to... I don't feel comfortable enough taking the Skullomaniac yet. We have it locked in for the end game, but I think right now we're just going to keep working on getting our Pidove. Right, Pidove is the white one, Pidgey is the... Oh my god, I already forgot again. This is a nightmare. I don't know the name of these damn birds. Bird 1 and Bird 2, man. Okay. Let's see. Do we want to keep scaling? We don't even have the other thing to be able to evolve Rune Tracer, so I think I'm just going to keep scaling with the Attract Orb. And let's see if we get our upgrade for a Magic Wand. Ooh, this is a Giga Chest. This is the Giga Dopamine. You might think, ooh, 3 things, but I'm pretty sure, pause, yep, we get even more. Don't you guys love dopamine? I love dopamine. So we did not get the upgrade for the wand, meaning that I don't know the time of which you can actually start getting the evolutions, but regardless, we are guaranteed it once that amount of time passes. There's no big rush for it. And you will see that as the game goes on, the enemies do progressively get harder and harder and harder, which is why it's important to be able to set yourself up to scale, because I would say the enemies get exponentially harder rather than linearly, so you need to set your character up to be able to exponentially scale as well, right? Cooldown reduction is always insanely large. However, I feel like we really just need to work on getting the birds upgraded, man. I really, really do. What if we hold up? We can do Pokemon, but we need to do ones that like actually fit them more. Okay, so what is a cool? Oh, Murkrow. We could do Murkrow. Murkrow's a dope like darker purple bird. And then for the light bird, Togekiss isn't really a bird, is it? It flies, but it's not a bird. We're gonna go Peachone here, I do believe. Also, sorry about burping. I have really bad like acid reflux and stuff, and just like IBS in general. So I drink coffee in the morning. So sometimes it comes back to bite me a little bit. Okay. Pokemon. What Pokemon? So Pidgey's more orange. What was Gen 2 bird? I still don't really know how to use like celestial dusting property. What was Gen 2 bird? We had Hoot Hoot, but then I am blanking pretty hard actually on Gen 2 bird. Honestly, I'm kind of blanking on all the birds right now. I guess I'm also trying to like think ahead to Gen 3. And I'm just thinking about that earlier out. It's just like Poochyena, bro. That's the only thing in my brain. No, wait. Gen 3 had a Tailo and Swellow because of the guts. What were Gen 2's birds? I mean, there's Skarmory, right? But Skarmory doesn't really fit the theme. We're looking for, like, what's supposed to be a dove. And, I mean, I guess that is, like, Pidove, right? But Pidove is, like, darker gray. Unfezant's darker gray. I can't think of any, like... Staraptor has, like, white on it, right? But, I mean, still, not really the same thing. Him. I don't know. Also, maybe you don't need both of them fully upgraded. There's a world where you only need one of the birds fully upgraded, but I don't know. I was going to say, but we're strong enough to not have to worry about it, but I would not say that is the case. I would not say right now we're strong enough to not have to worry about it, to be entirely honest. I'm getting a little sussed out. In fact, we might... Oh, that is not a area I'm able to go. Okay, pause. We need to think here. How did you get upgraded? Oh my god, one of the chests must have upgraded that. Okay, so all of a sudden, a lot's being explained here. I do believe that if we die, we currently have an extra life. I'm just gonna... Ooh, we got this. Okay. I gotta, like, be careful here because I don't just want to walk straight into them, but this is a good opportunity for me to kill some of the bigger stuff. Oh my gosh, this guy's so tanky. I think this is just gonna give us one of the, like, cards at the beginning. This is, like, a special upgrade box, I think. Like I said, there's, like, a roguelike... Oh, no. This was just... Okay, so 10 minutes, I'm gonna say, is the time that has to pass for us to get our upgrade. So this is the magic wand upgrade. So now it just fires with no delay, so it basically infinitely fires, but it still only targets one enemy, right? So that's something to consider. It's like, it's not the best upgrade, but any upgrade is going to be really good. Now here's the thing. Santa Water is an amazing upgrade, and I really like it. However, the birds are also insanely good, and I'm closer to the birds, and I want to hit those power spikes as quickly as humanly possible, at least in my mind. We're going to skip through this little cutscene thing, just in the name of saving time. And we're going to keep going. One thing I do want to talk about is only at the very beginning here am I going to try to do different games every day, because I've been like loving Hearthstone, and I really just want to record more Hearthstone, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm also really enjoying this. Like, I wish... Is it bad if I say I wish this was my main channel? Because I love not upgrading. I love, like, playing variety. I really do. We're going to keep upgrading the crown here, which you might think is contradictory, but until I get that armor, I am not incentivized at all to upgrade Rune Tracer. Until I, like, see armor, I'm not incentivized. And you might ask yourself, well, why aren't you re-rolling for it or anything like that? Why aren't you banishing the things you think you don't want? And the simple answer is because we've been offered upgrades that do push us towards our goal every time. You know, we're getting closer to the bird upgrade. The bird upgrade will be absolutely massive. So it's just things like that. Something else that's interesting, and I'll explain this here in a minute. Okay, Pentagram's tough. Pentagram's really good, and obviously we have the upgrade for it. But whenever it says erases everything in sight, that's also talking about your XP. And you might think, well, you're scaling XP so much. Why would you want to take that? It would get rid of all of it. But you also might be thinking, well, you're scaling XP so much, you can take this and still be able to make up for it, right? So that's something to think about. I will say right now, I think I'd rather get Peachone because we do have ways to fish later on, right? We have all these ways on the side here to fish for the pentagram that eventually I do want it, but I think we're not in any big, like, rush to get it right this very second. You know what I mean? I'd rather just be able to get, like, my good stuff upgraded, and I think we'll be okay. Now, this phase here, so every time around the like same minute marks, there's different phases of the games. Like the first plant close-in part always occurs at the same time. This skeleton phase, at least used to back in the day, is a really big XP phase because these skeletons are really easy to kill. There's a lot of them. This is a good chance for you to just like giga juice your character. So it's really good. I do love King Bubba, by the way, but I don't remember what it. I think it either up. No, the axes upgrade with the area of effect one, but I can't remember what King Bible upgrades with, so I'm just going to choose the Rune Tracer here, so whenever we do finally get the armor, we're actually able to upgrade it. I won't take spinach just so we can try to get the value out of it later on. We'll take the crown for right this very moment. I do believe. Oh, well, I was going to say, so you'll notice, if I can grab this right quick, you'll notice on the side, our magic wand, the upgraded one, only has one upgrade. And that is in the top left corner. And that's because most time evolved weapons are done. They're done. The interesting thing about the bird is once we do combine it, so this is the one that upgrades the lightning ring, by the way, the duplicator. It's really good, especially because we're super projectile based, and I think it's worth it. We are so insanely projectile based, and I do like the magic wand for the reason we kind of talked about with the Santa water of it can clear out areas that aren't just front to back, right? So I think we will take the duplicator. We'll grab this chest here in just a second, but the bird can continue to be upgraded. So it's something that's really, really interesting and good. So healing is doubled. So we do have passive life regen just as a character, but I'm not sure it's particularly what I want. If I click on these, does it lock me into it? No, okay. So halt XP game, no, don't want that. No. I do think that we could just win the game if we take this, but it's not how I want to play, I think. What are you? Weapon projectiles getting up to 3 bounces, but we're not using any of those weapons. We're not using any of these weapons. We need to re-roll this. This is like, those were horrible choices for us. I'm just looking at the bottom now, and I'm not seeing like special damaging zones affected by amount and magnet. Enemies within magnet range take damage based on amount. So down there, the only things I see that we would actually use are the attract orb and the, I'm pretty sure that purple one is the like kill everything one, but I don't know, man. I feel like I'm crazy. The cooldown of listed weapons reduces while moving. So Santa Water and Lightning Ring, of which we're going to be taking both. Let's just grab this one, man. Let's just grab this one. All right. We're going to keep going for the birds right now because we still don't have armor. So getting the birds upgrade is going to be my bigger priority. Am I strong enough to take this? I don't think so. I think we're going to cross upgrades with Clover, but ideally we grab Clover at the end. I think we're just going to dude, it's tough. It is tough. In terms of weapons, what are our weapons going to be? So we're going to have our 2 birds condensed into 1 bird. So 1 bird, Rune Tracer, Santa Water, Wand. So we have room for 2 more weapons. We definitely want the Lightning Ring. And then what? Oh, the kill everything. So I don't think we're going to be taking the cross at all here. So I think we're good to banish the cross. And that should, theoretically, because we are now reducing the pull we can pull from, it should give us a higher chance of getting, what's the term I'm looking for? It should give us a higher chance of getting the armor. I'm going to check the grimoire right quick just to make sure I'm not all mixed up on these. So yeah, we still need the armor, we need the lightning ring, and we need the kill everything item. Double checking. Is there anything my brain is just completely blanking out on? I don't even know how to get that page, by the way, to upgrade for the skull. So basically the cursed is going to be that extra thing I talked about. Until we get to the end for skills. I hope I'm making sense. It is rather difficult for me to be able to explain this. We are going to actually upgrade the Rune Tracer here over the Empty Tome. The Empty Tome is a good damage increase, but I would like it to where now the moment that we get armor, we should be able to be pretty dang close to actually getting our Rune Tracer upgraded. Something along those lines. There's a pentagram again. I think we will go and take the pentagram now. Yeah, I think so. And then, oh, this must be where we got a lot of XP that had kind of been bundled up and an enemy dropped it, and now we get all of that. So we'll grab the Rune Tracer. So now the moment that we find armor, we will actually be able to, now the moment we find armor, we'll actually be able to upgrade it. We'll grab the crown again. There's the armor. Okay. Beautiful. Get Ebony Wings upgraded. And we're looking good. We are looking really, really nice and strong now. Probably grab the crown. Let's just keep scaling. let's just keep setting ourselves up. That's also what this whole character is about. Every time this character levels, they end up getting more XP. So it is a lot of fun. Oh, you can also see what the luck's for. Increase your luck for a chance to get 4 choices. It's tough here. It is tough. We do a lot of damage. I do think that having some flat damage reduction would be nice. What is our current damage reduction? +4, so +5 is a 20% increase. Or technically 25% increase? I don't know exactly. Because 1 is a 5th of 5, but a 4th of 4. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how that works. +1 projectile isn't that much. Whenever we're firing so many projectiles, it's kind of diminishing returns at that rate. I think we'll just upgrade the armor as a bit of a defensive layer here. There was something I was going to say about some mechanic, but I can't remember. By the way, I know we're 25 minutes in. We are not even halfway through this game because of me yapping. So I do need to, like, stop explaining everything so much. However, the idea of one of you guys genuinely wanting to watch this video but not knowing about the game, the idea of me just leaving you high and dry does annoy me to no end. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm the kind of person who just explain what I'm doing. That's what I do. I'm not going to leave one of you guys, like, you know, who find this interesting, not knowing what's going on. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of guy. Not one to just leave my squad high and dry. We will be able to grab the spinach. In fact, now? Question mark? Hold up. I'll check. Okay, so are any of these going away or getting merged? I don't think so. We have a lot of the good corresponding. So you might be thinking, why don't you have the lightning ring? How are you going to get the lightning ring? Remember, the birds merge. You got to remember, the bird, the bird is the merge. Simple as that. So we're just going to make our way over to the spinach now on the right side of the screen, and then we'll actually make our way over to the left side of the screen to grab the clovers. Those give us more potential upgrades because you are able to kind of break that boundary. So long as you do it this way. We can also grab the red stuff. One of the red things makes our character stronger. One of the red things makes the enemy stronger via that curse effect. Remember, curse effect also increases your XP because more enemies means more XP. Simple as that. The reason I don't want to take the curse effect here, by the way, that effect right there was the kill everything. This is a bit of a dangerous phase. We want to make sure we have a good bit of damage. We really need a chest. I need to take a look at the arrows and make sure I haven't missed any chests. I think pentagram is actually going to be worth it here. I think being able to make sure that every little bit we kind of have a get out of jail free card is going to be rather good. We really need a chest. We do have upgrades ready to go once we get a chest. I think we're just going to keep upgrading the pentagram at this point. That way we can, again, if we're able to survive long enough at any given moment, we will be able to, like, escape. That's kind of the idea I'm looking for right now. I mean, keep upgrading the pentagram. That's basically my idea. Until we're able to get a chest, we're just going to keep upgrading the pentagram. We need to look around at all the arrows on our screen. The silver and golden rings also do like the similar kind of thing where one of them gives you like a bonus, one of them gives you a negative effect, but that negative effect's actually a good effect. It's just make the game harder, but you get more out of it kind of thing, right? I do want to get Sand and Water upgraded because it's one of those really big evolutions. By the way, the evolutions that we potentially can get right now once we find a chest are going to be our bird, the rune tracer, and the Sand Water. So we are like sitting on a ton of value right now. We just don't have a chest. We're going to keep upgrading the pentagram here because the upgraded pentagram is really insanely good. This is another moment where we've left a lot of XP on the screen. Now one of the enemies has died with it coagulated in it. So we're able to get all of that, which is pretty dang awesome, pretty dang good. If we had a chest on the screen that... If we had a chest on the screen that we hadn't grabbed, it would be signified by a yellow arrow without a symbol in the middle of it. And I do not see one of those right now. So now we can also get our pentagram fully upgraded once we actually encounter that. Oh, this is a gold rush thing. So gold is used for permanent character upgrades. So that's kind of what's going on here. The enemies that drop... We're taking damage. We are taking damage. The enemies that drop chests, by the way, are going to be those ones with the blue outline or that seem and look bigger than the other enemies. We're going to grab... I guess we'll go ahead and grab Duplicator. It scales pretty well with our stuff. I was just hoping we'd be able to get a few more upgrades. There we go. I see a blue enemy, so now we just have to kind of make sure we're near it because like our magic wand does attack the nearest enemy. They do also do a lot of flat damage, so I want to... Okay, here we go. We got flat damage reduction. Let's actually get our upgrades going, shall we? I am going to skip this thing. And we got the Rune Tracer upgrade, which is no future. Yeah, I love this thing. I love this item. I love the bounce around the screen item so incredibly much. I think it's rather good. It is more of the off-screen clear kind of effect because it does actually go not just front to back like I mean, really, the only things for us that go front to back are going to be the birds and the magic wand. Everything else is kind of like an area of effect an area of effect. We'll take Empty Tome here. I think we can start scaling up damage a little bit. I don't think we need to be as scared of our defense situation now. And we're going to keep making our way over to the spinach, because the spinach actually will be a rather big damage. I mean, that is the damage like upgrade, the pure damage one. Not just increasing our DPS, but increasing our damage. We know we can get damage soon, so let's get defenses. I know what I just said before that was I think our defenses are good. However, we do have a lot of potential damage scaling and not that much defensive scaling right now. So I'm just going to keep trying to make my way through, make my way by. We really would love another chest before too long. However, it is what it is. One reason, by the way, I like flat damage scaling is something to think about is if an enemy does, let's say, we're going to use fake numbers here just so I can kind of make this example. Let's say an enemy does 20 damage and you have 15 flat defense reduction, or 15 flat damage reduction. So you're only taking 5 damage. It might seem like getting +1 damage reduction isn't that important because you're increasing it from 15 to 16. It's only a whatever % increase. But if you think about it the opposite way of, oh, I'm going from taking 5 damage to 4 damage, you're actually getting like a 20% damage reduction. So it's actually rather significant. It's the same logic of increasing your max reses in most ARPGs, where the way resistances work is you basically only take the percentage that's not resisted. So in Path of Exile, your maximum like lightning resistance is 75 by default, meaning you only take 75%, meaning you only take 25% of the lightning damage. However, you're able to get that increase. So going from 75 to 80 reduces the lightning damage you take from 25 to 20. And then if you get it to 85, you're going from 20 to 15. And then each individual point only gets more and more value. I do hate that we're having to like upgrade our curse here. Because I am rather worried about it. Oh, I do see a yellow arrow. We must have missed a chest. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of everything that's going on the screen just because it is starting to get to that pretty crazy time. I'm really scared of upgrading our curse here, by the way. We do not have much damage. Hopefully this chest is one of the multiple. Now, we don't have much luck, but hopefully this is one of the like multiple ones rather than just a single one. It is just a single one. However, we get the bird. The bird at first isn't going to be as good as other upgraded items because it's not upgraded, right? But the thing is that now we can upgrade it, which is going to let it far surpass most. However, we are going to get the lightning ring just because I want to lock in the things we need. That's basically my logic with it. I want to lock in the things that we need. I want to get this bird upgraded because this bird is pretty huge. And you see it has a pretty dang crazy particle effect. I actually wish the particle effect was a little less bright and a little more colorful, if that makes any sense. But we're going to just keep upgrading the bird. The bird is very good. It is a very, very fun item to use. I actually see another blue enemy here, so we're going to focus in on him and try to get another chest because we are still looking at upgrades here. Plus, the chests also just give us like upgrades for our lightning ring or whatever. So grab the chest, skip through this, and we get the Sand and Water upgrade. This is a huge upgrade. It basically just means now that the zones of water that we're creating can actually kind of move and, I don't know if seek out enemies is the correct term, but it is rather good. I'm a little worried. We don't have much that protects us if enemies get near us. Really, it's only our magic wand that is like targeting nearest enemies and stuff. So I'm a little bit worried. I really need to get over to the spinach. I've kind of been pushing that off for long enough, and being forced to upgrade the curse is rather concerning because like these enemies are way juiced. And again, our character is pretty juiced, but it does make me a little nervous. I actually wasn't going to play with the default curse enabled. Like, because it's an upgrade, right? You can upgrade your character's curse in the permanent area. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But I was like, well, let's get more of a challenge for the video. It'll be fun. I can't believe I didn't do hurry, though. I was like, I'm going to record a short little Apothos Unbound video before I record the main channel content. And now this video is going to be, like, way longer than the main channel, which is totally A-okay. We're just big chilling. The funny thing about this, like, channel is I am able to talk about these games so much more than I'm able to talk about COD Zombies because COD Zombies has so frustratingly little variance that you have to do crazy challenges to get enjoyment out of it. At least I do. But I love being able to just play games, brother. I love it. I hope people enjoy this channel. The Hearthstone video at this point has gone like 5 views, which is A-okay to me. I'm ecstatic about it because it means that at least like 5 people actually watched it, and it gives me hope that maybe one day this channel can actually like, you know, be something I can invest my resources in and not feel bad about it. Because dude, if people like this channel, ooh, we've got content for days. I genuinely think I could. I really do. I can't record COD Zombies every day, man. I can't. but a variety channel, especially in like the current headspace I'm in, where I'm just coming off of like a pretty difficult time period, but I'm feeling big, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling like ready to go. Like I feel good. Also, you can see we're getting really close to spinach because just little movements now are moving it a whole bunch. So it should be right up here, and we'll be able to start scaling our damage a little bit more, as well as that late game scaling that we were setting ourselves up for earlier, by the way. So right here, we can go ahead and grab the spinach. We can get, and now you can see underneath our attract orb in the top left corner that we do have another passive item. So I'm actually, you might think that I should prioritize getting the other spinach, but in reality, that's only one single level. And I know it's not that far away, but let's just say time is of the essence here. It's only one single level of the spinach. It doesn't do much for us considering we have invested heavily into XP scaling and being able to get that XP scaling, that I would actually rather get the luck upgrade. Purely because, I mean, it's honestly, the luck upgrade doesn't even matter that much because we're already past the point where it would matter a ton because chests now have much diminishing value, and I don't think it gives us much outside of chests. We're going to actually focus on upgrading the spinach here. Oh man, but the upgrade lightning ring is really good. I'm just concerned because we don't have much for handling enemies close to us other than magic wand. Because like Peachone on its cooldown will attack things like near us, right? But, in terms of actually keeping enemies away once they get on us, we only have the magic wand. For some reason I was thinking we would have a lot more. I think it's because I'm used to always having the fire wand, but we don't have that. I'm going to take the lightning ring here. I think that another evolved item is going to be better than having the spinach upgrade. And yes, I do see that I left a chest behind back here, so we're going to go make our way over to that. That will be the current goal. I do believe I do. I'm really happy with the idea of like using this channel as like a warm-up before I record my main videos, because it gets me in the groove so much. So my voice I think it's just from the coffee causing, your throat to tighten up. I remember whenever I was in chorus in middle school, that we weren't allowed to like drink milk like the day of, or I think even the day before competition, because it would it like tightens up your vocal cords. They had that rule. I used to do performance and stuff back in middle school. We actually came second in a state competition for it was like a drama performance. I can't remember the exact name of it. This is scary now. I am getting a little concerned. We're gonna keep upgrading the lightning ring. We do have chest available. We're gonna get another chest here soon once this enemy right by us dies. So rather than just continuing to run for the other chest, we're gonna take the one that we know is closer to us. This is gonna be the upgraded kill everything. So now, instead of just killing everything and potentially getting rid of items, it actually is going to kill everything and give us more XP and gather it all for us. So it is, it is pretty dang good. We are going to grab the lightning ring here. So now once we get the chest, we are going to be able to evolve that as well. And you can see like the dings here starting. And whenever the dings, like they keep going crazy and crazy and crazy, you can hear it, you can see it, ding, 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 and then it kills everything and it gathers all of the XP. I mean, this game is just like dopamine simulator. So now we can do this where, because we have nothing to upgrade, we can now like contribute to either keeping our current character alive or grabbing coins to upgrade our character overall. You see that by doing the character upgrades that I showed at the very beginning, or by the guy who you can buy the golden egg from for 10,000 coins. So we're actually going to take the coins here and hope we just don't die. I'm kind of a greedy player. I love being able to play for greed and value. That's just how I enjoy gaming in general. I love to go for the greedy value play. So now we do have our ring upgraded, which is pretty dang good. We have no more weapons available to upgrade. So now, if we say that luck is a useless stat now, I need to prioritize getting the rings and these red things. That is what I do believe is currently the goal. I don't know what the like symbol at the very top of our screen is. Like, I have no idea what that is. We could make our way over to the heart. Both hearts will upgrade our life. One of them increases our flat life. One of them increases our life regeneration. However, ideally, we just are able to kill things. The fact that we're not able to like kill these plants super consistently is extremely concerning to me. I'm hoping that this is the red thing that doesn't make the enemies deal more, but makes us deal more. I'm really hoping, because we're kind of getting close to, as far as I know, not being able to. I think Limit Break, by the way, lets you upgrade continuously past whenever you're done upgrading. I know that makes no sense, but like basically instead of having to choose the chickens or whatever, the chicken or the coins, you just get like to continue making your character stronger. I did not turn that on. Maybe we should have, or maybe it's like, you can get reduced items, but you can keep upgrading those time. I don't know. I saw like Aliens Rock video way back when on, and I love that guy. That guy's such a goated YouTuber. Dude, oh, how do you guys feel about balloons? Is it cringe? No, it's not cringe if I record a balloons video. I love balloons. I will not stand for any balloon slander. I love balloons so much, man. Come on. Step 1. Ding, 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 ding. We are getting to the point now where I don't have as much to talk about because our character is rather strong. And you can see the chest there didn't do any special animation because it's just able to give us the coins or the chicken. So, right now, while we have no upgrades available, that is kind of where we're stuck. That's why we're trying to make our way over to this like red arrow upgrade, because it should give us like the ability to continue to upgrade our character. Hopefully this is the one that upgrades our character. It's like Metalgeo left, Metalgeo right, or whatever. Hopefully this is the one that upgrades us and not the enemies, because if we scale the enemies, we get more levels, sure, but what are those levels contributing? Yes, they're giving us gold, which is good. However, I just don't know if that is the most value right now. However, it is such a long distance to walk. You can see how long it's taking us to kind of get over here. Is it not an item? Is it a boss? Am I crazy? Do I have to like kill the boss to be able to get the item? No, it's right over here. I'm just missing it. This boss does give us something special. I think this boss might drop a golden egg if we kill him. I think. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So, oh, we'll grab the chest, but I want to grab this Metalgeo, I think is what it's called. See, this is the bad one. But let's go ahead and grab it. Oh, you know what? You know what? I bet you in our grimoire that the upgrade for the laurel, those two is either going to be... Yeah, we have the 2 ring ones, so it's definitely the 2 Metalgeos with the other one. I want to... Metalgeo? I want... Ideally, I would skip, but we're going to be leveling so incredibly much that I'm just not sure it's worth it. I really think we banish it, man. Like, we have it now, but we don't have the laurel. I don't think there's any point to upgrade this. What does it give us? Like, more XP? We don't need more XP. This gives me nothing. I'm banishing it. It doesn't make any sense to upgrade it. It is purely negative. Yeah, we just got, by the way, a strength plus 0.01 upgrade from a golden egg that one really tanky enemy dropped. I do kind of wish we grabbed some area stuff. I think we're lacking a good bit of area of effect. I think our build here wasn't the most optimal, like, by any stretch of the imagination. Am I near a ring? Both rings are over this way. No, we are not really near a ring right now. We are getting hard carried, by the way, by the, like, destroy everything, because, wow, we have such little damage. It is slightly concerning. Slightly, ever so slightly concerning. Like, I'm not being able to make my way to where I need to go due to my severe lack of damage. And maybe it's not lack of damage as much as it's lack of control over where my damage is located, right? Because I'm not able to really clear out in front of me. We have so many things that just kill enemies all around that's not targeted, that it's very hard to make my way in a targeted direction because I lack the means to clear out the way towards it, right? Simple as that. I guess it's not bad to grab the life regen. I don't think grabbing the flat life, which is the one we're actually pathing to with hollow heart, I believe is what it's called up here, is the most useful. I don't think that just flat life is going to be particularly useful, but if life regen is percentage life, then it could be more useful. I mean, it's useful, right? Because upgrading anything is better than upgrading nothing if we say that anything occurring outside of the game doesn't matter. By the way, the game does go for 30 minutes, so we are approaching that 30-minute mark now. So we're just making our way through, If we did the hurry, the game would have had the same amount of levels and everything. It just would have literally gone twice as fast. So you move twice as fast, you deal damage twice as fast. It's literally just increasing the speed of the game, which is what, admittedly, I think we should have done. But I don't think it's a particularly big deal. I mean, let's be real here. You know, not many of you guys are going to watch this. I mean, if any of you are even going to get to this point, there's a chance I'm just talking in thin air here. But there's a chance that years down the line, maybe, you know, this channel is not what it is now, and people are able to enjoy it. So I hate streamers who I hate streamers who make the argument like, oh, I don't want to try very hard on my content because no one's even watching. It's like, well, of course they're not watching. They might tune in and then it's not, you know, interesting at all. You have to, like, I'm not saying, I don't think I'm particularly interesting, but I do like to think, I'll pat myself on the back. I like to think I know how to speak. And I stutter and I mumble, but I try my best. Maybe I don't know how to speak, but I do at least try to continuously speak, which is something. And I try to make my thoughts and opinions and portray them in a way that is of value and has some substance. And I just can't stand the streamers who just like sit there, say nothing, and like, let me make myself clear. If you want to do that and you don't care about growth and you just want to stream for fun, that is okay. What I dislike is the contradiction between wanting to grow and refusing to put in effort to grow. I've always said, if a streamer just wants to play like whatever game they want and they're fine with it having like, you know, less views or whatever than a different game, and like they don't care about that, then more power to them, because that's the best thing, is that freedom. But if you're gonna do something that is actively like impeding your channel and then complain about the growth of your channel, it baffles the mind. I just can't stand that contradiction. And I understand Walt Whitman, you know, I contradict myself very well. I contradict myself. For I am human, I contain multitudes. Something along those lines. I believe that was Walt Whitman. And I love that line. So I contradict myself very well then. I contradict myself. I'm human, I contain multitudes. We contain a lot. We are a lot. Each and every one of us is a ton. And the fact that we're able to even coherently put thoughts together in the first place is kind of a miracle. By the way, in case you guys don't know this about me, I did major in philosophy for a while. I actually didn't learn about the "so I'm human, I contain multitudes" thing in philosophy, because I mean it's philosophical, but it's not really like philosophy in the general. I mean it is, right? Because it's what is it? Walt Whitman as an artist, or as an author rather. I mean, artists are authors, authors are artists, yada yada. The squares are rectangles, rectangles aren't squares, something along those lines. But regardless, he was very nature-based. It was a particular movement that unfortunately I can't remember the name of right now, but I actually learned about it in a humanities/literature class rather than in anything philosophy. Most of the philosophy stuff I learned was, fun fact, like in my very first semester of college, they put me right into a 4,000 level class because of the way that, because I was in the honors college as well as coming in with a ton of credits. I came in basically as a junior. Which makes it more fun, admittedly, that I dropped out, considering I was almost done with college upon entering college. But they put me in my first college, I was like a 4,000 level class, dude. I destroyed. I was like, this is so easy. Please tell me it gets harder than this. It didn't. It didn't get harder, unfortunately. College was so incredibly boring to me. I mean, I loved it. I had a lot of fun, but it was so, like, unstimulating. It was so boring. Like, so little I genuinely found interesting and worth putting the time into to get returns out of, because I love learning. I love learning very much. Learning is one of my favorite things in this world. I am continuously trying to learn, and college just wasn't giving that to me in the way that I needed. I wish there was a different path. Okay, pause. Let me be clear. I'm very happy with like where I am at. What I'm saying is I wish I had a rigid structure to continue to learn in my free time, rather than like the way I currently learn, which is just I read about something, I'm interested in it, so I continue reading more about it and finding more resources. I wish that I had that kind of rigidity and structure of a like school, without the like a potential downside of failing, right? Let's say that I just want to have a way to learn at my own schedule, like at my own convenience. Like, oh, next time you want to learn about something, this is the next thing you're going to read about, and then once you're done with that, this is the next thing you read about. Just something like that, you know what I mean? I love that. The issue is I love documentaries, I hate movies, but because I hate movies, I'm like, well, I don't want to sit down and watch anything. And I don't hate movies. I've talked about this before. I end up enjoying movies, but I just don't watch them very much. This is a problem. We're probably going to die here, but we only survive 10 more seconds. I'm telling you, like I said at the beginning, we are getting carried by the ding, 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 kind of item, you know what I mean? There we go, 30 minutes, so now death spawns and it's game over. There are ways to defeat him via pausing time and having the insta-kill thing. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And, yeah. Oh, by the way, we can cash leftover revives. We're not going to, because he'll just instantly kill us again. So we quit out. And in case you are curious at all about our damage numbers, I will let this go for a second. Get rid of the achievement, please. That way, if anyone is interested, they can see the numbers. Please get rid of the achievement. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to click? Can you go? X? No? No? Okay, well, I guess you just don't get to see the thunder loop damage. It does get pretty interesting feedback here, which you can use to learn. Something to think about is, like, some things can do a lot of damage, but where is that damage directed, right? Always something to consider. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And, yeah, have a good one, everybody, and take it easy.